Howdy and aloha, everyone. This is James with Mana Talk. This is my ongoing documentary of just how crazy the world has been, or is, especially since early 2020 when COVID-19 came out. And it's just been it's just been a big mess, a giant mess. Nothing's happening, nothing's getting fixed, everything is just chaos, it's getting worse. And it's all in the plan. It's all in the plan. I mean, here's the plan right here. I don't need to say anything else, really. I should just end the show. Just say, this is what's going on. If you can't figure that out yet, then let me know. Talk to me. Tell me what's up. Let me know what's going on here. If you're having a problem with understanding this reality, then comment. Let me know. It is Sunday. 9/30/2024. I want to say a little prayer. This is what I teach my kids. They've known this forever. I'm trying to teach my grandson this too. God is good. God is great. Thank you for this food. We love our family. We love our friends. We'll be together. We'll be together forever. Amen. That's it. And the one I always say is, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage and the strength to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Because there's just some things are just out of our control, and that prayer is basically for all the people that were killed, injured from the hurricane and devastation in the southeast, Georgia, North Carolina, etc., parts of Florida. And just lip service. We're getting lip service. Not even lip service, just babbling. Just babbling from this current illegitimate administration. And then we got Trump, who goes out there, does what he can. He's done this forever. He's been everywhere helping whenever he can, with his money, with his influence, with his power. Which some people don't have. I don't see Mark Cuban there. Is Mark Cuban out there? I don't see Rob Reiner out there, or Mark Hamill. These woke idiots, or what's that one guy, Zulu, in Star Trek. But all these pedophiles, they won't go out there. They're still trafficking. They're on TikTok trying to convince people that they're not trafficking. The stakes could not be higher. I've said this many times, but this is the year that we are at the precipice. I've heard people say, no, if they win, and the pedo-predator class and Klaus Schwab and Kamala Harris win, we can still save it. It's not going to be good. It's going to turn into a serious physical problem. Domestic, foreign, the whole works. It's going to be... I'm watching... It's going to be horrific. But to stop that from happening, there are people out there that are trying to Rescue the Republic. Maha. Sounds Hawaiian. It's probably a Hawaiian word. I should probably look it up. Maha. Sounds Hawaiian. Make America Healthy Again. Brett Weinstein and a bunch of other people. Tulsi, Bobby Kennedy Jr. And a bunch of people. We're there, Rescue the Republic. And I thought everybody was great. Jimmy Dore was on fire. And by the way, I do watch Hardlands every once in a while. These guys, they're trying really hard. They got a little baffled and bewildered during early 2020. But they're on track. They're good kids. They're trying. You know. But the thing I wanted to play here, and I think it's important, let me see if I can back it up so we can.
And anybody, they wrote it to protect the kind of speech that offends people, and we don't want to hear. They wrote it to protect misinformation and disinformation and lies. And Louis Brandeis said that the remedy for bad speech is not censorship. It's never censorship. It's more speech.
More speech is good speech.
And America, our whole system of government, which is rooted in the First Amendment, is based on this confidence. And when ideas are allowed to triumph in the marketplace of debate, and we will have a better country, we will have more freedom, and we will have a better government in the long run. And this week, Hillary Clinton, Tim Walz, and Kamala Harris all said the same thing. They said that if the Democrats get back into office, that they are going to make sure that misinformation and disinformation is censored. They said that the First Amendment, or they were specifically talking about Elon Musk.
It's important for everyone on this planet to understand that since the time of when we could first, let's say, in some way, shape, or form, whether it was by a gesture or it was by a carving or maybe a sound, a click, whatever, our communication is vital for an intelligent species. If you can't communicate with, I say it when I used to coach baseball and I used to coach basketball and when I used to coach softball, adult co-ed softball. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Listen, learn, and then speak. Listen, learn, speak. So once you've listened to what whoever's saying or what they're trying to teach you or whatever the case may be, whether it's an opinion or it's a claim or it's, whatever the fuck it is, you learn something from it because your brain will process that information and relate it to objects and colors and sounds and smells and put it in your brain in that file on what it is tucked away as. It's something, could be short-term or long-term memory, whatever the case may be, but you're going to learn it. And then you're going to speak. And then you can either not speak or speak. But you should have the right to speak. The right to speak. Isn't that crazy? That there's a party out there, and I mean, There are people with fucking Kamala wall stickers that are promoting them, that because you don't like what I'm saying, I have to shut up. If it doesn't align with your talking points or your script or what you believe is true or not true, whatever the case may be, I have to shut up. Look, I hear all kinds of stuff. I see all kinds of stuff on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram, TikTok, etc., from the left, from the right, from all over the place. And I think it's great. That's called speech. That's called the First Amendment. And when you take that away because you don't like what they're saying or you disagree, or you don't even give them a chance to prove, which is the case as far as I'm on my 6th channel, but my first 5 channels I'm proving and putting out documents and information and videos and data and information to show you how corrupt it got overnight in early 2020 and still is to this day. Like I said, this title, there is no justice. There is no justice right now. It's gone. This current illegitimate administration has stifled that. I don't see how anyone would want to vote or be a part of that. That's what's extremely disturbing to me. It's, if you've read the book, which I have, 1984, George Orwell, and you go through what Winston goes through, his life and how he's trained and what he's supposed to do, and then meeting Julia and O'Brien and all these other fuckers that are just, they're all in the machine. But the thing that I got out of that entire book was that dystopian, tyrannical authoritarianism had been implanted for decades already. It was already in there. There was no way to beat it. What Orwell was trying to tell everyone is that once it starts, it's hard to stop. World War II, which the Russians lost over 20 million civilians and soldiers, and we lost, 400, 500,000, and other countries lost a lot. I get it. We all fought against the eugenicist type tyrannical authoritarianism of just, we are the people and everybody else is shit. Well, that's what we're fighting up against. Right? When I show you this picture here, that's what's happening. If you don't know who Klaus Schwab is, ask me. Or look at, or you know what, go to the Corbett Report, James Corbett, not the late night guy that's Mr. Vaccine. And he's got many people have done tons of information on Klaus, the World Economic Forum, proving that they are, from my perspective and from my research, and it's not misinformation or disinformation, or it should be not allowed. They are basically the catalyst. No, excuse me. They're the Amway of total terrorism across the planet. They are that group of people, and what they've pushed for so long in this guise of this ploy, this theater of good and wonderfulness and climate and planet and all this crap they use. They're working you like you would not believe. It's amazing. It's impressive. But they have the most expensive advertising, and look up the Edelman Group. You can watch them. Watch how they talk about the elites they protect and protect their publicizers in a sense for the elite, and they flaunt it. How they advertise and market themselves. It's truly amazing, and everybody buys it. We're the greatest consumers on the planet. George Carlin goes, we got stuff, I got stuff, I go get some more stuff to connect to that stuff, and we need more stuff. I mean, even my house, I got a lot of stuff. I don't need all this stuff. I touch like 10 things a day, and everything else is just ambiance. Everything else is just, soap, toothbrush, shampoo, Q-tips, food, refrigerator, TV. But everything else, I don't know what the fuck it's here for. Some of it's memorabilia and all that good stuff. Just things to show my support for my family and my friends, people I love. I mean, behind me is my wall of my family. Wonderful pictures, wonderful photos. I'm a kind of a Star Wars guy. There's Iron Man in the background. I got my 12-foot knife. I got other things, and the surfboards I just got from a wonderful person, Lisa, and then the picture of me and my grandson. My Elvis poster is awesome. And I got that mask, that Hawaiian print mask, just over my left ear. Just next to my left ear. It's blue and white. My mom made during COVID. Jimmy, can you just wear this? Of course, Mom. I'll do it for you, no problem. Even though I was against them. But I wore it for her, and I wore it on the plane to go see her. And I remember we met at a Duriner Schnitzel, which is a restaurant, very large chain on the West Coast. I guess parts of Midwest Coast. And I gave her a quick hug, and then she sat away from me because she was worried. And I'm like, Mom, what's going on? She goes, well, I don't want to get too close. It's windy. We're fucking outside. It's windy. We're outside. I didn't say anything. I just let my mom have her fear. I let her have her psyop. I let her have her feeling safe. I wasn't gonna break in and say, Mom, I've done months, days, hours and hours and hours of research on this, and it's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's all to get people to get the main thing so that they can start depopulating faster. It's not happening fast enough. And that's what the concern was. That's what Agenda 201 was in 2019, right? Was their concern was to make sure that they would be able to challenge the year or two predicted for some Nostradamus way. They were able to predict that this thing was coming, and sure enough, it came. I just laugh at it. You know why I laugh at it? Because it's so predictable. Everything is so predictable now. It was harder a few years ago, but now I understand. Now I get it. Now I see what's going on, and I know why they're after Trump. Now I know why they were great friends, and everybody loved and adored the media. Everybody on the fucking planet, especially in the U.S., loved and adored Trump. 12 seasons, The Apprentice. And as soon as he put his name in the hat, they go, fuck, this guy, he's going to take away our Cayman Island money, our South African bank money, our Swiss bank money, our fucking deals, our trafficking. He's gonna fucking get in. He's gonna, and sure enough, he started to. He didn't really know what the fuck was going on until he got in, and once he learned, probably about the third year of who he's really dealing with, because he had to get rid of a lot of people. And no, he didn't drain the swamp all that well, because he brought in some people that he was advised to trust. He's still being advised, from my opinion. I need to get in touch with his campaign team, because the fucking Iranian thing, I don't know if he's just trying to throw everybody off, which I think would be a good play. I mean, the guy's not stupid. He plays chess, and he's good at chess, from what I hear. Really good. He's like not a grand master, but he and his family are really good at chess, and they play poker, and they're good at stuff like that. And I think that's important to learn, by the way. Pool, poker, darts, chess, some serious game of sport, I think, is important. But the whole thing is right now there's no justice. And I keep seeing people doing these posts. I'm going to show you this post real quick. All right. I'm going to show you this post. Is this the one? Where is it? I think it's catching up. Hold on. What is going on here? My Facebook just takes forever to fucking... I think I got like too many things up here. That could be the problem. Yeah, I got too much shit going on here. Yeah. Like right here. Alright? I'm seeing this stuff all day long, all the time. MAGA or conservatives or Republicans are posting it all the time. House Oversight has subpoenaed Department of Homeland Security for records relating to Tim Walz's alleged close ties to Chinese Communist Party after whistleblower informs of U.S. intelligence uncovering verified links. Nothing's going to happen. Again, nothing will happen until Trump is in and has the House and the Senate. Nothing's going to happen. Nothing has happened. We've seen all this stuff and all this crap, and I see Josh Hawley going hard on people. I see John Kennedy going, not the John Kennedy, but I think he's from Louisiana or Arkansas or something. Yeah, Louisiana, and he goes hard on these hearings and all this other shit and going after. And I mean, they literally exposed their guilt. They've completely and thoroughly, and we're talking about the Demoncrats that are in part of that process and part of that administration and part of that corruption, part of that mafia, I would say. All right. They've been caught red-handed. They've had moments of complete and total lies in court. Perjury after perjury after perjury. I mean, you've heard fucking Fauci do it. You've heard fucking just so many fucking people, and these whistleblowers are coming out and they're saying all this stuff, and there's signed affidavits, but nothing's going to happen. There is no justice system right now. And if you think something's going to happen to P. Diddy, I'm telling you right now, that guy is either going to magically disappear or he's going to get a slap on the wrist. But the reason why they're going after him, they went after David Letterman, they went after a lot of other people that are connected in these 1,000 jars of oil parties or whatever the fuck it is. A lot of stuff. Probably a lot of sick shit. And there's been some stuff with Kevin Hart that I saw the other day. That was very disturbing. Kevin Hart's in trouble, I'm telling you right now. I'm hoping that The Rock had enough sense to keep his hands clean. Let me tell you a story. I don't usually tell stories, but when I was a senior in football camp, summer camp, something was happening in like the third or fourth day of summer camp, and it's 2 weeks, 1.5, 2 weeks long. We're all sleeping in the gym, and we're all, getting up early, doing our practices. Then one night, somebody goes, "Hey man, there's something's happening in the wrestling room." And I go up there, and there was a bunch of guys and a girl. I don't want to get into any details, but I'm the guy that said no. I'm the guy. I had a girlfriend. She was drop dead gorgeous, and there's just no way I was gonna fuck that up. But the thing was, it was, and nothing happened. But all I can say is this chick fucking just hung around. They're out there. That's all I gotta say. But I chose the different route. Okay, I mean, it was open to pretty much everybody knew about it. And then when they asked her, they talked to her. She said, "Yeah, I wanted to go out." It was really, I mean, she totally admitted that it was bad. It was bad. But that wasn't a good start to our season. We were ranked number 1 in the state. We were also ranked like number 12 in the country at the time. Out of all the high schools, we had a fucking badass football team. I was a defensive end, and I'm telling you, good luck running my side, because I had me and I had some great cornerbacks and great fucking safeties behind me to help me. They helped me in many ways, and the linebacker was good too. We had some good linebackers. But I was still kind of learning the game. There's a lot of things that have happened in the past few decades that are pretty heinous. And a lot of the Demoncrats won't talk, and Republicans won't talk about the trafficking. You know who they are. They won't mention it. They won't talk about it. And you can see that it's happening out there, and it's really sad, and it's really disturbing to know. But this guy, nothing's going to happen to him. Nothing's going to happen to him. Nothing's going to happen in regards to the kids and autism. Nothing's going to happen to this guy. The chemtrails, I fucking saw him up the other day. This is a good one. We got to watch this one. Hold on. Dang it. Where's the sound? It's usually like right up here. Where is it? Where is it? I love this one. This is good. Here's your other future. This is going to be your future with Kamala Harris. I'm not joking. That's it. You guys are going to be walking around like that all day long with Rudolph on your face and a mask. I mean, tell me that's not retarded. That's fucking retarded. Retarded. Lunacy. Crazy. And that fucking Kate Brown is a fucking governor. Governor. What the fuck? Anyway. Why isn't this playing? What is going on? Right, shit.
Preserved with formaldehyde, a neurotoxin, in the U.S. version. In the U.S., there's 11 ingredients. In the U.K., there's 3, and salt is optional. An ingredient called dimethylpolysiloxane is an ingredient preserved with formaldehyde, a neurotoxin, in the U.S. version. This is used as a foaming agent so they don't have to replace the oil that often, making McDonald's more money here in the United States. But they don't do that across the pond. This is Skittles. Notice the long list of ingredient differences. 10 artificial dyes in the U.S. version and titanium.
Yeah, it just goes on and on and on. That's Food Babe. Her Food Babe. I've actually had conversation with her before in emails before she got really popular. Let me see. And I asked her some questions about a lot of things, and it's pretty fucked. What do we got here? Yeah. Food Babe. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I subscribe to her. Food Babe. She does all this stuff. It's pretty amazing. But she's pointing out the obvious, right? And the obvious is what I've been saying. I mean, I don't know how you can't put pieces together. That's what's kind of getting to me. How do you not put these pieces together? I'm not missing any pieces, right? I mean, here's a good, here's some grapes. They're all connected, right? And it goes to the stem and to the ground. You find the root of the cause. And the root cause, or the root of it, is they're methodically, painstakingly getting rid of as many people they can. In that process, it helps Big Pharma with medication. It helps Big Hospital with this cancer treatment, or that heart thing, or this, that, and the other thing. By the way, I wash all my fruit in baking soda, and it tastes different. It just tastes. I recommend doing that for everybody. Lots of baking soda in there. Mix it all up. Let it clean up. And the stuff that comes up, you can see this oily, pasty stuff. It's the chemicals that's still on there. They rinse. Anyway, and then there's Big Elderly Care, which is a giant. These are all. Like the military-industrial complex gets the most, always, and especially since 9/11, when that facade started. They created that so they can continue to give the military-industrial complex, it's an average now of about $700 billion per year. Blank check. Here you go. While there have been people in the military with their families getting food stamps, that money doesn't go to them. The humans, the Americans that actually put their lives on the line, or have put their lives on the line, are homeless. While where immigrants are getting money in health care. This is insane. I just don't understand. The only reason that I think that people believe that Kamala Harris is going to help, or has helped, is they truly believe the plethora of pontification and propagandization, and I'm making up words here, but basically just the utter bullshit that sticks on their walls. It sticks on their walls. It doesn't fall. It just stays on there. Look at it. And, that's wonderful bullshit. That's it. And they believe it all. They fucking believe CNN all day and twice. All day, all week, and twice on Sundays. If you're glued into Rachel Maddow, if you're glued into Lawrence O'Donnell and Chris Hedges, or what? Not Hedges, but Chris. I forget. All those fuckers over there. Any of them. You're probably on your third or fourth, maybe fifth or sixth booster. Guaranteed. You probably believe that Ukraine is really in need and this and all that is, and they're actually, and we're actually, and Ukraine is actually going to beat Russia, which, again, let me go back. Russia is the country that lost the most people fighting against the most tyrannical, authoritarian machine ever devised, which was Adolf Hitler and the Third Reich, etc., etc., etc. We lost only 450,000. 20,450,000. And then Russia, by the Democrats, have been labeled as the bad, 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 bad people for a long time. And you know what? That's getting old. You have to learn this history. You have to know what's going on. And they have to have a nemesis. They have to have, China used to be the bad guys. Now China's really good. According to the Democrats, China are good people. Now, I'm not saying the people themselves are good, but I'm just saying there's some shady fuckers in China. There's some shady fuckers in Russia. There's some shady fuckers in Iran. There's shady fuckers in Israel. There's shady people across the whole fucking planet. And I think they're scared that Trump is going to get rid of these people, or expose it at least. Because they're not going to tell you the truth. They got too much money invested in it, and in order for them to make money, they have to use also, the psychology part of it. Big psychology is huge too. You can't, the big psychologist, your therapist, your counselor, whatever, your doctor that you're talking to can go, you know what? You need this antidepressant. You need this opioid. You need this opioid. They still have the fucking same opioid commercial that's still out. The same. That's been around for like a decade. If you have had any opioid problems, blah, 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 and it's the concrete in the background, the big earth-like opioid issue, whatever. And they've had that same commercial forever. Every freaking drug they try to sell you, at the very end, may cause side effects. Could cause loss of breathing. You could vomit. You could have blood. You're like, what? What the fuck? And you take it because some trained sales professional and most doctors go through part of their training as salespeople. I'm fucking telling you. I had Andy Kaufman on here who proved that the fluvenatine wasn't, they didn't isolate it, right? And then he also had claimed, or the Who sent out, basically, they didn't send out a petri dish of this stuff. They sent out the blueprint. And then I find out the person that created the blueprint is the same person that patented the actual fluven in the first place. And then, it just all comes together where it's just one big shell game. If you've ever been tricked in a shell game. Okay, so I'm playing at San Miguel. Or was it the Paula? No, it was Paula. Was it the Harris? In California. I was playing a 2-4 table. Texas Hold'em. Where the highest bets were 2 or 4, but you could still make money. And I've been watching and playing, and I've been playing and watching. I've used to have parties at my house. We'd have giant poker parties. We had like 3 tables going. We'd have a lot of friends that would come over. We had the bar going on, camera. Just the monitor would be up, and we'd have a really good time. We'd have giant barbecues and stuff like that. My house was a fucking party place. It was wonderful. And then we'd have people over. We'd play poker, and I did pretty good. And then I had a few cocktails. I'm just like, I'm sucking. I'll see you later. But I kind of knew what I was doing, and I was going out playing every once in a while. And I hit this table. It was in a 2-4 table, and I sat down, and I knew right off the bat, these guys were gonna sandbag, and then try to take me down for everything I had. because I brought to the table about $300-$400, right? I had all my chips. A 2 for table you can play with $150 or $200. If you're at a all in, you better have some fucking money because you can keep buying it. It's not fair. It's not good. But you'd have to be super lucky to win at a fucking all in table. Where there's no max bet. But I knew I was going to get hosed. So, and I've been through the shell game and I've seen it many times. But in this particular case, I know I was gonna get hammered. So I said in my mind, I said, once you hit 150 over, go. Because I'm pretty sure that's their mark. Either it's 150 or 200, and then they're going to come in for the big kills. And sure enough, I was ahead $160, 158 or something like that. And I said, well, you know what? I got to get going, guys. We'll see. Because you can walk up and get away whenever you want. You don't have to stay. And this one guy gave me a look like, you motherfucker. Right? Because I knew it. And they're going, no. This one guy's going, no, just stay. It's okay. You got some luck going. Maybe your luck could get better. Your luck could probably get better. I go, no, I think that's probably it, man. And I got place to go, But once I was over 150, I just left because I knew I was going to get hammered. But that's because of me knowing and paying attention and doing the research and playing and being in the game. And I've been in this game for a while now. This geopolitical stuff since late 2016, started Montauk in January 3rd or something of 2017. And I just started going and I started researching it. And I've been wrong, but I would say about 85.6% of the time I'm pretty spot on. Or else I'm damn close. But here it is. There is no justice here right now. It's not going to happen until Trump's in office. What the fuck? Oh, it's on that. They're going after my grapes, man. They're going after my grapes. Yeah, it's getting to that point. And I'm telling you. We have to. I'm not going to keep trying to convince you because there's a lot of TDS. Trump derangement syndrome is real. I've been going through it. I had it, and then Russiagate came, and then some of it fell off, and then the impeachment came, and some of it fell off some more, and then all this frivolous stuff. And again, he was loved and adored, and they wanted him to run up against because they thought they could beat him because he doesn't really have any political background. And they thought they'd be able to beat him in the debates and all this other shit. But what happened was everybody said, you know what, we're sick of the same old politics. And we know that fucking Hillary Clinton is just Miss Body Bag. Right? I mean, I started finding that out, I don't know, God, it was 2016, right before stuff started, right before the election. It was probably maybe September or October. I started to see all the stuff that was coming out about it. But there's just so much. But a lot of people were already on board. They already knew. And sure enough, he won. And then did okay. We had good gas prices. We had good food prices. He de-escalated wars. His record wasn't great, but it was a lot better than most. And he doesn't know, and he was like the freshman of the class. Now he's the fucking senior. Now he knows what to fucking do. He's going through the formalities, everybody. Yeah, Iran came after me. Wink, wink. Right? No, it wasn't our wonderful Secret Service that have been fucking up purposely. Yeah. You really look. I have people that have talked to him. I've researched the guy. He's fucking not an idiot. He's not Kamala Harris. I can tell you that. That cheated in the last debate, which freaking proved to happen. It's already been proved. There's been an affidavit that's come out, and ABC's going to cop up to it pretty soon. They're going to cop up to it. You watch. You'll see. It'll happen. But this is the reality, people. I vote for this. Kamala Harris is a vote for Klaus Schwab and the New World Order, which is the greatest, in my professional opinion, terrorist group on the planet. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Right? And if you believe in the climate change scam, then you want that $78 trillion to $90 trillion in 3 or 4 decades. You're a part of it. I get it. That's a lot of money. Get in there, Jill Stein. Get in there. Get some, girl. Right? You've done all this for what? For nothing? Don't just let the Green Party be the place where fucking progressives and liberals and people that actually question authority and its sources in the past they used to go and die, because that's what the Green Party is. I'm going to tell you, that's what the Green Party is where people that had clarity, in a sense, clarity and courage, and used to question authority and its sources at every turn, that's where they go and die. That's where they go and die. You go to the Green Party and nothing fucking happens. And nothing's happening with her. And go to her platform. She's all climate change. She's all woke. She wants kids to be entertained by pole dancers. By hairy 43-year-old men in thongs with their genitalia sticking out, dancing in poles and reading sexually explicit content or fucking coloring books to them. That's what she wants. She's so a part of it. She's in it now. She knows this bullshit. She fucking knows. I know this woman. She's not an idiot. She's going for that big prize. And she's not doing any of this to help, because if you check her platform, it's complete. It's so in line with the government controlling every freaking thing. Article 4, 10th Amendment, look all that up. Okay? It's the states. If you got a problem with your state and your health care, you got a problem with your wages, you got a problem with the roads, you got a problem with your infrastructure, whatever you got a problem with, get to the state. You see, this is the dependency that the Demoncrats want. This is the dependency that Klaus Schwab and the global predator class want. They want you to be dependent on them. You'll own nothing and be happy. I'm going to end with that. All right. Thank you for watching. This is James with Montauk, and aloha.